Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 374, A Day at the Museum. Beginner. Hello, my name is Alex. I am a student. I live in London in a small flat near King's Cross Station. I like to visit museums. London has many great museums. They are full of interesting things. Today is Saturday. It is a sunny day, but a little bit cold. I put on my jacket. I decide to go to the British Museum. The British Museum is very big. It has many old things from all over the world. It tells the story of human history. I take the Underground. The Underground is London's train system under the ground. It is also called the Tube. I buy an Oyster card and put some money on it. This is easier than buying a single ticket each time. I get on the Northern Line train going south. The train is busy. Many people are travelling. Some people are reading newspapers. Some people are listening to music on their headphones. I stand up and hold on to a pole. After a short trip of about 15 minutes, I arrive at Tottenham Court Road station, which is very close to the museum. I walk to the museum. The museum is a large, impressive building with tall stone columns at the front. Many tourists and local people are going inside. I go inside too. It is free to enter the main museum. This is good because I am a student and don't have much money. There are special exhibitions that you sometimes have to pay for, but today I am just visiting the permanent collections. Inside, the museum is very big. There are many rooms called galleries. Each gallery has different things. There are old statues from Egypt. There are old pots from Greece. There are old books and manuscripts from many different countries. First, I go to the Egyptian gallery. I see many mummies. Mummies are dead bodies wrapped in cloth. They are very old, some over 3,000 years old. I also see huge statues of pharaohs. Pharaohs were the kings of ancient Egypt. The statues are very big and impressive. They are made of dark stone. I take some photos with my phone. I try to imagine what life was like in ancient Egypt. Next, I go to the Greek gallery. I see many beautiful vases. Vases are like big pots. The vases have paintings on them. The painting shows some stories from Greek myths and legends, like the story of Hercules. I also see pieces of old Greek temples, like columns and parts of roofs. They are made of white marble and are very beautiful. They look very old and worn. After that, I visit the room with the Rosetta Stone. The Rosetta Stone is a very important object. It has writing in 3 different languages: hieroglyphic, Demotic, and ancient Greek. This helped people to understand ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Many people are looking at the Rosetta Stone. It is in a glass case with very bright lights. I am getting hungry. It is lunchtime. The museum has a large cafe in the central courtyard. I go to the cafe. I buy a chicken sandwich and a bottle of water. I sit at a table and eat my lunch. The cafe is very busy. Many families and tourists are eating and talking. I see some school children on a school trip. After lunch, I visit the gallery with old books and manuscripts. There are very old books from many different countries. Some of the books are very big and heavy. Some of the books are very small and delicate. I see a very old copy of a Shakespeare play, printed hundreds of years ago. Shakespeare was a very famous English writer. I spend a few more hours looking at different things in the museum. I see old tools, old weapons, and old clothes from different time periods. I learn many new things about different cultures and different times in history. It is now late afternoon. It is time to go home. I am tired, but I am also very happy. I had a very interesting day at the museum. I go back to Tottenham Court Road Underground station. I take the Central Line train east, then change onto the Piccadilly line to get back to King's Cross. When I get home, I tell my flatmate, Ben, about my day. He is interested in history too. We talk about the things I saw at the museum. I had a great day at the museum. I learned a lot and saw many fascinating things. I want to go back again soon. There are still many galleries I did not have time to see. The British Museum is a fantastic place to visit. I recommend it to everyone. It is a great place to learn about history and different cultures. It is also a free activity, which is great for students like me. I think I will visit the Natural History Museum next time. I hear it has dinosaur skeletons. That sounds very exciting. Vocabulary notes. Museum, meaning a building where important objects from history, art or science are kept and shown to the public. Example, I like to visit museums. London has many great museums. Similar words, gallery, often for art, exhibition, a temporary display, institution, a large organization which a museum can be part of. Example use in a sentence, the Science Museum has many interactive exhibits. Underground tube, meaning a railway system that runs below the ground, especially in London. Example, I take the Underground. The Underground is London's train system under the ground. It is also called the Tube. Similar words, subway, common in American English, metro, used in many countries. Example use in a sentence, the Tube is a quick way to travel across London. Ticket, Oyster card, meaning a small piece of paper or plastic that shows you have paid for a journey or entry to an event. An Oyster card is a reusable electronic ticket used in London. Example, I buy an Oyster card and put some money on it. This is easier than buying a single ticket each time. Similar words, pass, permit, fare, the cost of a journey. Example use in a sentence, you need a ticket to ride the bus. Gallery, meaning a room or building for showing works of art or other objects of interest. In the story, it refers to the rooms within the museum. Example, there are many rooms called galleries. Each gallery has different things. Similar words, room, hall, exhibition space. Example use in a sentence, the National Portrait Gallery has a large collection of paintings of famous people. Mummy, meaning a dead body that has been preserved by wrapping it in cloth, especially in ancient Egypt. Example, I see many mummies. Mummies are dead bodies wrapped in cloth. Similar words, remains, corpse, general term for a dead body. Example use in a sentence, the museum has a display of ancient Egyptian mummies. Pharaoh, meaning a ruler of ancient Egypt. Example, I also see huge statues of pharaohs. Pharaohs were the kings of ancient Egypt. Similar words, king, ruler, monarch. Example use in a sentence, Tutankhamun was a famous Egyptian pharaoh. Vases, meaning decorative containers often used for flowers. In the story, they are ancient Greek pottery. Example, I see many beautiful vases. Vases are like big pots. Similar words, pots, jars, urns. Example use in a sentence, the antique shop had a collection of beautiful vases from different countries. Rosetta Stone, meaning a stone slab with inscriptions in 3 languages, hieroglyphic, Demotic, and Greek, that was key to deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphics. Example, after that I visit the room with the Rosetta Stone. The Rosetta Stone is a very important object. This word is quite specific, so there aren't direct synonyms. It's best understood by its historical significance. Example use in a sentence. The Rosetta Stone is one of the most famous exhibits in the British Museum. Manuscript, meaning a handwritten or typed piece of writing, such as a book or document, before it was printed. Example, there are old books and manuscripts from many different countries. Similar words, document, script, text. Example use in a sentence. The library has a collection of ancient manuscripts. Exhibit, exhibition, meaning an object or collection of objects shown to the public. An exhibition is a public display of these objects. Example, there are special exhibitions that you sometimes have to pay for. Similar words, display, showing, presentation. Example use in a sentence. The museum has a new exhibit on dinosaurs. Story written by Google Gemini 2.0 AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.